Welcome to Fraser Mac Gaming. I'm Fraser Mac. This is the latest video in my Fraser Mac Gaming News series. It's where I go through the latest news for the Switch, cover the games coming to everyone's favourite hybrid system, and have the occasional rant when someone pisses me off. People like to complain about the lack of the games on the Switch. I know they're crazy, right? Every month, the games keep coming from awesome first-party Nintendo titles, third-party support, and of course a wide range of awesome and experimental indie games. My problem is always which game to play next and how many I've still got to play in my backlog, never what game I should play full stop. There's a bunch more games arriving in August. I thought my research was all done days ago and then the games just kept coming. Those releases that are coming next week, they just come from everywhere. So I'm here with my monthly video to show you my picks for the best games arriving on Switch in August. So what's soon to be the next big thing? What are my favourites and what you should keep an eye out for and spend your hard-earned money on? Find out after this. The Switch is known for an eclectic mix of games and a wide variety of genres and art styles. It's something that makes the Switch so interesting and it really does please everyone, from my point of view anyway. You have to take some risks on new devs and publishers to find those hidden gems though. In August, State of Anarchy, Master of Mayhem could be a really fun breakthrough indie, or it could be absolute shovelware. I'm not quite sure. It's a funny top-down shooter with lots of pop culture references and it's got mouth-made sound effects. Whatever they are. It could be that they've got Michael Leslie Winslow from the Police Academy series to get involved, but I doubt it. It looks like a cross between Micro Machines, Star Wars and Hotline Miami, so if it lives up to some of those games then it could be awesome. It's packed full of content with over 60 weapons, over 100 enemies, lots of big bosses, cars, spaceships, including the Millennium Falcon no less. Yes, I've always wanted to fly the Millennium Falcon. It's got lots of upgrades and 48 stages to play through. States of Anarchy Master of Mayhem comes out August 1st on the eShop and it's got a reduced price for pre-orders of only $5.75. Up next is one of the games I've been lusting after for months. Iconoclast is the epitome of what indie development is all about. It's made by just one person. Yes, all of the beautiful art, gameplay, story, level design, everything is all down to Joachim Sandberg. Yeah, Joachim Sandberg is a genius. Probably a very tired, stressed, and now relieved genius that the game is finally coming out on Switch. But yes, a genius nonetheless. It's a colourful 2D platformer with Metroidvania elements. You play as a mechanic, Robin. There's lots of exploration, platforming, killing enemies, and you've got to use your skills as a mechanic and a gunslinger to turn gears, solve puzzles, and avoid being captured by the sinister religious authority known as One Concern. There's 20 giant boss battles, there's lots to explore, and you can upgrade your abilities and find lots of secrets along the way. The Switch version's getting some awesome upgrades day one on its release. There's a boss rush mode, there's a whole new world, and there's hidden secrets as well to uncover. Iconoclast arrives on Switch August 2nd. It's $20 in the US, and we're not sure on the price in the UK yet. Limited run games though, please make a physical copy for the Switch. You've already confirmed it for the PS4, just add that Switch one on the end please. Salt and Sanctuary is another game that got a sudden release date reveal while I was prepping for this video. Yes, that really helped me out. I'm not going to complain though because, all the games, more the games, want all the games, everything on Switch. I'll admit, I don't know much about Salt and Sanctuary, but the description of it as a 2D love letter to Dark Souls got my interest straight away. It was released on PS4 in March 2016 and it's since been on the PC, the Vita, and it's now available for pre-order on the Switch. You play as a sailor washed up in an unknown island which is filled with evil demons, monsters and dangerous dungeons which you have to survive. The game mirrors Dark Souls' eerie and foreboding atmosphere. You'll need to master fast-paced combat and it's obviously quite a brutal game as you can see. There are well-developed RPG elements and you can build and improve over 600 weapons, pieces of armour, spells and special items to fight your way through the evil passageways. Salt and Sanctuary currently has an 84 on Metacritic and despite some mixed artwork, maybe being a bit harsh, but I've been playing a lot of Hollow Knight, Octopath Traveler and just looking at Dead Cells. in a really excited way, but more on that later. Yes, it looks like a great game to add to your Switch library. Salt and Sanctuary releases on the eShop August 2nd for $18, and prices to be confirmed in the UK. It's getting a physical release later this year called Salt and Sanctuary The Drowned Tome Edition. Just sounds cool, and I'm excited for that. August is a great example of the spread of games available on the Switch, from top-down shooters to platformers to RPGs, and then 1979 Revolution Black Friday. It's a multi-award-winning, story-driven political drama. It has more in common with documentaries than most video games, but it molds an old sort of PS1, PS2 art style with more like Heavy Rain gameplay. The game director, Navid Khanzari, was a child grown up in Iran, and most of its creators are also Iranian, so there's a high level of authenticity and research that's gone into it. You play as an aspiring photojournalist, Reza Shazari, and you have to make some serious life and death decisions and wade your way through some really grey moral dilemmas. 1979 Revolution Black Friday releases August 2nd, and it will cost you £8.63 or $11.99 with the pre-order discount. From one game that shouldn't be missed to another, but for very different reasons. Dead Cells is one of the games I'm most excited to finally own and play in 2018. Just look at that art style. It's pure pixelated gaming porn. It's a Roguevania game, so basically just means there's lots of exploration, dungeon crawling, permadeath, there's character abilities, there's upgrades, there's mutations to your character, there's lots of weapons to collect, loot to find. It just rewards pure persistence, pure gaming, grinding, fighting, action. Oh yes, all of it, I love it. You play as a nameless character who's got no head, which is a source of great humour throughout the game. There's multiple ways to travel throughout the levels, they're constantly changing, it's randomly generated, so explore away, enjoy looking through every nook and cranny of all the levels, the islands, the dungeons. It looks great, there's fantastic weapons, abilities, everything you can think of. Dead Cells arrives on Switch on the eShop 7th of August, it's £18 in the UK on pre-order and around £25 physical. Signature Edition Games is currently doing a special edition for £40 or $25 in the US, so go and check out their website, their details will be down below. Trust me though, this is going to be one of the best indie games of this year. I like to take some chances on indie games that might be a little bit out of left field, and these are obviously down to personal choice, but Slamland may not be the most hyped game coming to Switch in August, but it looks like it could be a lot of fun. I'm not a big co-op multiplayer fan, but imagine Smash Bros crossed with basketball. Yes, it sounds interesting. You have to appease a big giant blue head in the sky and compete in multiple challenges where basically you have to slam your opponent's heads through baskets. Yep, that's Slamland. Lots of humour, looks funny, looks interesting, bit crazy, but yeah, Slamland, it could be anything. It's $7.99 in the UK, $7 in the US. It's out August 7th on the eShop, so I'll check it out and let you know what I think. Yes, RPG fans, there's another retro-inspired RPG coming to the Switch. Cosmic Star Heroine. Yep, it's inspired by Final Fantasy, Phantasy Star, Chrono Trigger, all those great 16-bit era games. It's going to be a great addition to the Switch in August. It was exclusively revealed during Limited Run Games E3 presentation. I did a video about it, I talked about it on there, so there's going to be a physical release later this year, but it's going to arrive digitally August 14th. It's another game I've not played yet, so coming to the Switch is just fantastic. It's got an awesome soundtrack, it just reminds you of all those kind of 90s sci-fi cartoons and stuff like that. You play as Elisa, a top government agent. You've discovered a dark conspiracy and you're on the run and have to save the day. There's 11 playable characters, involves field-based combat, just like Chrono Trigger, and it takes place on 3 different planets. It's fairly short and sweet is what some people say, when they're talking about maybe some of the negative aspects, but retro RPG fans love it. I'm so excited for this coming to the eShop August 14th. It's $13.49 on the US eShop as a pre-order special, and it should be a similar price in the UK. A long-awaited game arriving on the Switch in August is State of Mind. The Switch may not have the power to play games like Detroit or The Last of Us, so State of Mind can't compete with them graphically, but it's an enthralling and engaging third-person adventure game in its own right. It's been anticipated since early 2017, but Daedalic Entertainment's interactive neo-noir indie title could be great if you like story-driven conspiracy games. He plays a journalist, Richard Nolan, but he can also take on the role of 5 other playable characters. Richard has awoken in a hospital after an explosion to find his wife and son have disappeared. You have to chase down a story involving a global conspiracy in a modern state-led surveillance society, and you also have to find your wife and son. Its setting is based on a futuristic image of what a cyberpunk Berlin would look like in 2048. If you can ignore the polygon characters or you're a fan of retro graphics, then the visual style might help the aesthetic of the game for you. There's a great experience to be had. It will really test your deduction and detective skills, as you have to do your own research to reconstruct your memories and decide your fate. State of Mind arrives on Switch August 15th. It's around $40 on the eShop, but it's getting a physical release in Germany, so a little bit of tomfoolery. That will set you back $40 and you should get some goodies as well. At that price, I'd get the physical copy. It's available on Amazon Germany's website, and it releases physically on August 16th. So State of Mind, check it out. Hollow Knight, Hollow Knight, Hollow Knight. Oh, how we all love you. Yes, this isn't just a love letter to Team Cherry. Hollow Knight is getting a massive free update on August 23rd called Gods and Glory. If you've not bought Hollow Knight yet, what are you waiting for? If you've not played Hollow Knight yet, forget what you're playing right now. Unless it's Octopath Traveler, I'll maybe give you that one. Hollow Knight is just an amazing game. I've already covered it in depth, so stick to the updates coming to your Switch. Gods and Glory will include new bosses to tangle with, new music, gimme gimme gimme. There's new NPCs or non-playable characters, basically new people you can chat to and buy stuff from, or can help you provide extra parts of the story. And also there's new quests, more importantly, big thing that we really shouldn't miss on this. The game was spectacular already, and they went and gave us more Hollow Knight goodness. The only complaint is this is the last update to the game that we know of. Hollow Knight Gods of Glory is available August 23rd. I'm literally grinning like a child with excitement right now. So yes, Hollow Knight is available on the eShop right now, and they have said it will get a physical release at some point, so hopefully we'll get more details on that soon. Coming to the end of the month now, but there's still plenty more games to keep you entertained on the Switch. All you Diablo fans, this could be for you. Victor Vran Overkill Edition is coming to the Switch. It looks right up my street. It's a top-down demon hunting action RPG where you're trying to liberate the cursed city of Zagorovia. So yes, all this action, all this battle, and it's all done to a Motorhead soundtrack. Yeah, I love it already. Victor Vran Overkill Edition releases August 28th. It's got a physical release which will set you back about £25, and the eShop version is around $40. Think I'll be getting the physical copy for this one once I cut my backlog of games down. Keeping with the hunting vibe, a Monster Hunter game is finally releasing in the West for Switch. Monster Hunter Generation Ultimate is almost here. The much anticipated game, it's so close I can almost feel it. Yes, it's not Monster Hunter World, but it sounds like that just wouldn't work on the Switch, or wouldn't work well on the Switch, so let's just forget about that. The action RPG full of epic hunts, where you can create your own hunting style and arts, combines 14 different weapons, and it just looks like epic action fun. There's just masses of giant monsters to track down and kill. I actually own a few of the Monster Hunter games, but I've not had a chance to play them yet. That's a common thing I say all the time. I've just got too many games. But you can join up with 3 friends online or on a local network to hunt in a pack, or just enjoy it on your own in single player. Just the idea of hunting huge monsters is amazing. The scale of the game and the challenge taking down these giant beasts with all their unique, strengths and weaknesses just looks fantastic. It's a good change up from the Metroidvania traditional turn-based JRPGs I've been playing lately. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate arrives August 28th. I'm just genuinely excited for it. It's a real AAA game from Capcom, so it'll set you back about £50 or $60 on the eShop. But there is a physical copy available from base.com for you bargain hunters, and it's under £40 at the time of recording. That's not all though from Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. We got some fantastic news that there's going to be a Legend of Zelda crossover with Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Thanks to IGN for the info, but yes, the trailer revealed that the collaboration will involve Link's Champion's tunic, hood, and you'll be able to wield the ancient bow from Breath of the Wild, and also your Palicos can suit up as a Korok. So the Breath of the Wild DLC, it released as part of Monster Hunter XX's DLC in Japan last year. but it's going to be available in the West from launch. So I think this collaboration is just fantastic. It's great to see Nintendo using, their IPs, their classic games, and other third-party scenarios. So, all those things that we love. We're going to see, Mario Kart and Breath of the Wild crossovers. Just lots of things like that. It's just fantastic to see these things, combining, seeing them in new scenes. And it's just really great for Nintendo fans. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get my hands on it and enjoy it, just in the normal fashion, but also getting involved with using Link in battles. And I can't wait for Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate to come out. So that is my list of top games releasing on the Switch in August. I think it's a fantastic list. There's lots of variety. There's lots of different genres. I think there's something in there for everyone. There's lots of fun games, different prices, different kind of genres, everything you could ever ask for in 1 month of games. I want to say a massive thank you to all my subscribers. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Everyone who's already subscribed, I recently got over 50 subscribers, which is a really big milestone for me. I'm really happy. I'm really appreciative of all your support. The channel's only been going a few months. It's just fantastic seeing people watching the videos and the views every week, and just reading your feedback and chatting to people who've been watching the channel. Please keep it coming, spread the word, encourage others to join the Fraser Mac clan. Please leave some comments down below about the videos. What are your favourites? What will you be picking up this month? And have you played any of the games that have been announced? Leave comments down below or get in touch on social media. I'm at Fraser Mac Gaming on Twitter and Instagram, so check me out. And I'll see you on the next video.